I'll show you, family. This is Edwin Rose, always trying to bring you guys the truth. Hey, man, this video is going to be interesting, so let's dive into it. This is Bible study. This is straight Bible study. About 2 weeks ago, I saw it on Facebook. You know how some Christians was bashing reincarnation. Like, they were talking bad about the Hindu religion. Because they believe in reincarnation. Um, and I just, kind of brushed it off, kept going, but I kept seeing it. Once again, I do these videos based on what I see, and maybe people ask me questions, and I'll respond to it. But this one I was like, is there reincarnation in the Bible? I said, did somebody not come back as somebody else? And I was like, let me look up, let me look it up, because I was just like, you know, is there reincarnation in the Bible? And the first thing that popped up, it says, um, in Christian denominations, the concept of reincarnation is not present, and it is nowhere referred to in the Bible. It is not present and is nowhere referred to in the Bible. So, I had to do my Bible study. So I get, I'm always amazed by what people read and then what goes on when they read things. It's just like, do y'all read it? And then do you understand what you read? You have to take what you think and how you want this to go to what you read. So, once again, this is probably a level 5. If you guys haven't studied the Bible, you don't know how to break the Bible down, this is going to go over your head. Because once again, we got to deal with the nameplate in the Bible. We got to deal with the nameplate, and then we got to deal with see, you guys, this is not a dig, this is not a shot, this is not a put down. But you guys got to accept that Jesus is a liar. He lied to people. So I'm gonna show you the lie. We're gonna break down the lie, and then we'll show you where reincarnation is mentioned in the Bible. So the signs of the prophecy are the signs of the second coming of Jesus. One of those signs was the coming of Elijah. Okay, so here's the lie that was said that Elijah was supposed to come. It's going to be wars and all this other stuff, and Elijah was supposed to come. I just want to focus on that. That's the one I want to focus on. So Elijah was supposed to come. So now here's another thing that you guys gotta start studying: the name play. So one of his names is spelled Elijah. He is also referred to as Elias. That's another form of Elijah. EliyahU and Elisha. These are all Elijah. When you read the Bible and you understand that they got 4 different names for this dude, actually 5, because I'm gonna hit you with the whammy in a minute for this name. And once I told y'all, once y'all dig the origins of stuff up, I want you to look up the origin of that name. I give you a hint. It's Welsh. So how in the hell you get a Welsh name that's supposed to be anyway? You got to connect the dots sometimes. Sometimes you just got to be smart enough to connect the dots. So um, we're gonna stick with Elijah. Okay, we're not gonna say Ellis. We're not gonna say Eli, Alicia, because that's how you spell his name, because it's a female. Okay, so this is the same dude that got attacked by the bears. Okay, right. All right. So the prophecy of the signs is that he must come. So in Matthew 17, you can see where, because they are like, the the disciples are kind of confused. So Matthew 17, I want you to read the entire chapter. It says, after 6 days, Jesus take Peter, James, and John and his brother and bring them to the mountain, the high part of the mountain. Now, this dude, Moses and Elijah appeared and started talking to Jesus. Okay. So they were all kind of like, all right, man, should we be up here? You know, what's going on? Hey. So get down to around the 10th verse, and it says the disciples asked him, saying, hey, man, the scribes say that Elijah, Elias, must come first. And he answered them, he said, yeah, truly he shall come first, restoring all things. But I say unto you, Elijah has already came, and they know him not. But he suffered the son, blah, 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 blah. So, 13th verse. The disciples understood that he spoke of John the Baptist. So, once again, here's another name. John the Baptist is Elijah, Elisa. But so I want y'all to get it right that this is Elijah. So we're not going to use that anymore. We're just going to stick with Elijah because, like I said, once you know the name play, because it is spelled Elias, and I already gave you that. But if you look this name up, it is another name for Elijah. So the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist. Now, quick question. The coming of Jesus was supposed to come first. Then he was going to come again. Jesus was supposed to die, or, he died, then he came again. So some people say he's supposed to come again now. But the first sign was Elijah coming, then everybody's thinking it's Jesus, or that's just a sign. But no, Jesus is basically saying he was Elijah. Because if how can I come back, but my first coming was someone else? So are you saying that you were reincarnated from John the Baptist? So you are John the Baptist, because this is the second coming. It's not the first coming. The first coming was one of the signs. But Jesus says, no, my first coming was Elijah, aka John the Baptist. Now, when I come and present myself, this is my second coming. This is where people get confused when they read the Bible because they don't understand that his actual coming was his second coming. Because one of the signs was Elijah coming. Hey man, even his disciples was confused about this. Even his disciples was confused about this because Elijah raised the dead. Elijah had powers. Elijah did all this stuff that Jesus did. So he was reincarnated. They chopped his head off. They killed him. Reincarnated. Now, what was it? 500 years later, here comes Jesus. So Jesus is the reincarnation of Elijah, aka John the Baptist. So how y'all don't believe in reincarnation? The prophet Malachi, and this is what I try to tell y'all also, man. I want y'all to start studying all of this stuff, man. Take some of these words and research them. Y'all do know that Malachi, it says he's a prophet in the Bible, but he's a demon. That's a demon's name right there. But it is what it is, man. But like I said, go to Matthew 17, King James Version, and you'll see where all of this ties into. He said, Elijah has already come, and they knew him not. The disciples, the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist. So Jesus is the reincarnation of Elijah, aka John the Baptist, because he came first. Look at his feats. Look at what he did. You can't call him. How in the world? Okay, okay. I know some of you probably don't get it, but how in the world can you call my first coming my second coming? If I'm not coming the second time, this is not my second time being here. This is what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, hey man, I done came here twice and tried to save you motherfuckers. The first time y'all chopped off my head. Now the second time y'all done crucified me. There is no third time. And then you get all these scriptures with that you not even scriptures. You get all these people saying, "Well, no, 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 no. Jesus is coming again after he, since he when he's ascended to heaven, Jesus is going to come back again." Where does it say that at? See, this is what I'm saying. You read the Bible, you have the scripture, and people just read the scripture and just be like, oh, whatever. The second coming of Jesus. So Jesus had to come first. There had to be a first coming, which is Elijah, which is Jesus, which is the false prophet, which is the Antichrist. So I don't know how y'all can connect the dots to this shit. It's listen. I do understand that it gets confusing when you read this stuff, but you got to take your time, break it down, break it down. How in second coming of Jesus? So that means okay, anytime you have a second coming, there must have been a first coming of Jesus. Jesus says that the first coming would be just for one of the first signs would Elijah would come, and then after that he lied because people didn't know who this dude was, and he was like, "Hey, no, 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 hey man, it was actually John the Baptist." So how could John the Baptist be the first coming of Jesus? So if John the Baptist is the first coming of Jesus, Jesus was reincarnated from John the Baptist. I can't tell y'all this is the second coming of Edwin. So that means there was a first coming of Edwin. And if I say this person was supposed to be the first coming or the first sign, that means I'm a reincarnation of this person. I don't understand how y'all don't get it, man. But like I said, it's easy now when you start looking at this stuff. Like how y'all don't believe in all this stuff? How y'all don't believe in witchcraft? How y'all don't believe in the things that the Bible say? Like all honesty, how y'all don't believe in aliens, bro? Your God live in the sky. Your God live in the sky. Your God live in the heavens, in the sky, in the atmosphere. He lives up there. He lives outer space. He ascended to heaven. I don't get it. And then you'll get people. Uh, uh, if God created, I'm like, come on, man, come on, man. It's the Book of Enoch. Read it. Read it. Go read it. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand if y'all read this book. If y'all don't, there's a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, but I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna keep this one short, man. So I want y'all to look up Malachi, though. You know, um, yeah, look him up. Like I said, Matthew 17 explains that Jesus is telling his disciples about the first coming, the first one of the signs of Elijah coming first. So if person came first, I'm the reincarnation of that person because I'm coming second. That's why I'm called it. That's why my son is a junior. I'm the first. He's the second. I don't know. I don't know if y'all get it or not. He's a junior. He's the second. He's not a reincarnation of me. He's my offspring. So I am the first. He is the second. I hope y'all get it, man. I hope y'all get it, man. I hope y'all get it to. to just be like, man, they've been teaching us wrong. Read the book for yourself. Read the book for yourself. How can anybody say that they don't believe in reincarnation when Jesus is the reincarnation of Elijah, aka John the Baptist? Okay. Oh, um, so one of the, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I talked about that I'm not gonna get into, but I just wanted to do this one real quick. Um, like I said, one of the names is Elisha, which was the dude that was being teased by the bears and, you know, teased by the kids, and God sent the bears and killed 42 of the children. They was teasing him because he had a bald head, right? So if you look at it in all the portraits and the pictures, none of them depict Elijah or John the Baptist with a bald head. So you have contradictions all throughout this book that you guys don't even fucking connect the dots to. The kids was teasing him because he had a bald head. God sent two bears out there because that's his boy. He protected his boy and killed the kids, 42 of them. But when you do any and oh man, who else? I wanted to, like I said, man, it gets deep. You gotta really dive into this book, man. You gotta really dive. Leonardo da Vinci, he painted a picture of John the Baptist, and he also is credited for painting Jesus' portrait as well. So how's that? Didn't John the Baptist live 500 years before Jesus? So how in the world did this man know? I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody. Um, One of the runaway slaves from so-called Harriet Tubman. I want you to paint a portrait of him. I want you to paint a portrait of one of the runaway slaves. It's impossible for you to paint a portrait of somebody you have no clue who they are, what they look like, blah blah blah. And then just go through all the portraits that they had of this dude. Just do it, man. I don't understand. I don't really get it how we don't research the things that we've been told. Okay? Hey man, I hope y'all get it. I hope you followed it. Hope everything turns out on your resurrection, the reincarnation and the resurrection of your dead Jesus. Hotel.